So what to do? Number one, complete transparency in all financial matters. You're raising money from the public has a right to know what you are doing with that money. It is their right. Don't justify essential wrong action by manufacturing justifications. Take for example the issue of conferences. Right? We all like to have international conferences. What happens in an international conference? You have an international conference, and this is a very high profile conference, and this conference is actually sponsored by the king of the country. So now in this conference you are there as this big sheikh, and there are another 23 shuyukh with you, this galaxy of stars. Huge state-of-the-art conference center, the works. And the king is sitting right there in the opening session. Listen to all those 23 speeches. Find me one of those shuyukh who said to the king what they should have said to the king. And what should they have said to the king? They should have said to the king what Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal would have said to the king. They should have said to the king what Imam Abu Hanifa would have said to the king. They should have said to the king what Abu Bakr and Omar and Uthman and Ali radiallahu anhum ajma'in would have said to the king. They should have said to the king that you have made everything haram, halal in your country. Fear Allah. Ittaqullah ya Malik. You have legitimized what Allah made haram, you made halal. Allah made alcohol haram in your country. There are open pubs and alcohol shops which are legal, from which you are getting an income because you are taxing that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made interest banking, Allah made interest income haram, and you are running in your country interest based banking and you are taxing them, and that is your income. Fear Allah, O king. Am I wrong in saying this? Would Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal have stood there and would he have said, what a wonderful king, how much of love for Islam he has, how much of money he is spending here? Well, you know, the money he is spending there is a lot less than the money he is spending on his race horses which are in the stables. Go and check the numbers. So what happened to your ilm? You went for all those years to the Darul Uloom, you went for all those years to the Jamia this and the Jamia that, to stand in front of the king, and you don't even have the guts to speak the truth. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And this is an Islamic conference. That's an Islamic conference where not one person has the guts to speak the truth. I'm not saying to you that you must go there and say it. I'm saying if you go there, you must say it. If you can't say it, don't go there. If you can't say it, don't have the conference. But you know why you have the conference? Because you have to make money. And the bigger the splash, the bigger the money. The king is sitting there, big splash, so big money. But what must I do now? I have to be politically correct. So I cannot say anything against the king. Can I openly say anything against homosexuality? No. I cannot say anything openly against homosexuality. Can I say anything openly against women and men mixing without any reason in the marketplace? No. I can't do that. Why? Because in my own conference, a lot of the conference income comes from the shopping. And we have given shops to we have a whole exhibition and a whole shopping center which is attached with the conference. They are paying us money to have their stalls and so on. And of course the brothers will go there. And of course the sisters will go there. And of course there is no parda between the brothers and the sisters. And of course, after all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He didn't give us eyes on all around our heads. He gave us eyes only in one direction. Alhamdulillah. If I look in this direction, rest of it is blind, no problem. Am I exaggerating? Tell me. I attended one conference in my life in order to see what actually happens in a conference. Alhamdulillah, I get invited to every conference on earth. All the big ones. I don't go. Because I put a condition to the people. I said, if you invite me, this is what I am going to stand there and say. And the people will say, Sheikh, you know why? I love you very much. Stay home. Stay at home. My brothers and sisters, I'm saying to you, ittaqullah. Concentrate on getting the acceptance of Allah. And the only time that you and I will know whether Allah accepted us is when we see Malakul Maut standing in front of us. Not before that. Not before that. We will not see whether we are accepted or not with Allah. The only indicator is when Malakul Maut stands before us. And then تَتَنَزَّلُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ أَلَّا تَخَافُوا وَلَا تَحْزَنُوا وَأَبْشِرُوا بِالْجَنَّةِ الَّتِي كُنْتُمْ تُوعَدُونَ نَحْنُ أَوْلِيَاؤُكُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ. When this happens, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. But until that day, we will not know. We will not know. No matter how many people come and say nice things to you, no matter how many people criticize you, no matter how many people praise you, we don't know one or the other. Complete transparency, absolutely critical. As I said, your projects run on public money which you raise from the Ummah. The Ummah has a right to know what is happening to that money. Be transparent. And understand, transparency builds credibility, while its absence produces doubt. And tell people before they ask you, because one day Allah will ask you.